Alright guys, so this is my interior now, what we're going to be working on. And as you can see, my interior trim pieces is a fake wood, and it kind of just fits in, nothing special about it when you come in. And that's what we're going to be working on today. We're going to be doing a marble, candy marble effect, blue by the way, and I think that's really going to stand out. And later on, maybe I'm thinking like a white leather interior with the blue going on will look badass, which is when I'll probably replace something like this. But for now, yeah, let's get started on this. Oh, and because of like my time constraint and my little, well, you can see from here, my little painting area is kind of small. So I'm just gonna do the side pieces first, like the back and front side pieces, and then after the center and front. A little thing about that is like when I modified the stereo there, I moved the controllers right there, but as you can see now this doesn't match that, so I think now I'll be able to make them match together. But yeah, let's get started with removing some trim pieces, and but of course you guys won't see the time difference. You'll see everything done at the same time, but for me I'll skip one day and do the other. Like I said, yeah, it'll be nicer if I could do all together, but I don't have the time. And also that my workspace won't hold everything together, so I'll just do like the rear pieces, front side pieces, and then next day I'll do those. But yeah, let's get beginning. So to remove the little side piece, you're gonna need something like this, a trim panel remover. Let's look at how the door looks by the way now compared to after. How it's gonna stand out nicer with the blue marble, right? It's kind of, I mean, the beige is nice, but that just fades in. What is that? You can't even see that it's there. But yeah, so usually start at a corner, but I know that there's a little hinge here, so this will be the last one because I already done some stuff to my car before. I think I fixed something. So you start from that corner and just, you know, feel it whatever the screws are, tilting like that. But every manufacturer has a secret, right? And BMW's is you tap twice in each corner, right? And then you make a cross in the middle, right? And then you go 1, 2, 3, and ta-da! It releases the hinges, pre-releases the hinges, and then they come out like that. But remember, that's the BMW's code, but everybody has different ones. So check the internet, see what yours might be. It's a little hidden secret. All right, yeah, let's get the rest of the pieces on the table, get the car out, get the table in my painting area, and get started. So now that I have the side pieces, the trims out, we're gonna give them a good wash. I'm gonna use a detergent, liquid, dish soap, and water mixture. And that's because it gets rid of everything, like oils and stuff like that. It's really nice. And then after that, I'm gonna rinse it out with just regular water. I'm gonna use a rough towel to wipe them clean, and then just regular towels to dry them. If you have like a sponge, like a dish sponge, like on the soft side, go ahead. Oh shoot, one thing. Where is that piece? One of these fell on me because I've been doing stuff in the garage and my fingers were already oily. Oh, that's glue. Oh yeah, here it is. And it fell right here and it slipped, so be careful. It's not that deep, though it is noticeable now, so I'm gonna try just covering it with black, and if it looks fine with that, then I'll just keep on proceeding. If not, I might actually try to either smooth it out or see if a Bondo or something can just even it out. But I think it'll be fine since it'll be black. But yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna put gloves on because like I said, my hands are oily, and then I'll start cleaning them. Alright, got my black gloves on. It's a good idea anyways because your skin like extrudes oils naturally anyways, and you don't want something like this to be oily when you're painting. But yeah, let's get to the washing process. Actually, I'll pre-pump this. I'm gonna link this for y'all in the description. I always use the stuff like this. I guess I'm also gonna link the paints I'm using and everything. I'm gonna link as much as I can on this. I'm trying to grow my channel, so that'll help with the partnership I have with Amazon. And now that they have all been washed with dish soap and water, I'm gonna rinse it with regular water. These are cool, by the way. You can do it automatically or have it go on for you. And then we're gonna pass a towel over them again and then dry them. And now we will let them dry. The car is officially outside now. Now to get my little paint area part of the garage ready. So there are the pieces, but I need to mount them better because I need to spray at a certain angle. Let me show you what I mean. So at first I was happy, I'm like, okay, cool, it's angled my way, and then this would be the part that they don't see. But it's actually the other way around. This smooth part here is what they will not see, and this flat part is what they will see. So the way they are now, I can't do it, and the other way they will fall down. So I gotta find a way to hold them up, aiming up, so that I don't miss anything. So let me get back with y'all. Okay, I found a great way to mount them. Let me show you all. This way, because the other way around they would fall off if it stays up by itself, but that's the top side on the bottom. But if you put it up right, then it'll fall over. So this way, all the angles I need were easy to me, right? But I'm still getting down there a bit, especially in this one. And what I did with here is I just clamped with very cheap, clamper this on it. And then every angle that I really need is going to be easily sprayable. But what? And then we're out of focus. So let's begin, and let me show you what I'm going to use. Where I had it. Here we go. I'm gonna. So for the candy, it's important that the base is gonna be black. Well, the first base. And then the second one's gonna be silver. But one of the reasons why I'm not scruffing this for better paint adhesion is because on the candy paint, it is very important that it is very shiny and smooth. So I am kind of trusting this somewhat. If you want to get a primer, go ahead. But this is paint and primer. But the way the whole process is going to be done is I'm going to use a clear coat and a hardener after. So combined with the paint and primer, it should be good enough. But yeah, let's get started first. Our first one is going to be this one. I guess I'll link everything in the description. Okay, so I just shaked it for 2 minutes vigorously. So let's get started. Test one over here first. And let's go. So this came out strong. I remember I was making a video and was like, oh, you're spraying it too soft and this and that. There's differences on different spray paints. But yeah, let's let this dry for about 10 minutes before the second coat. Sometimes I recommend 3 coats, but since the base already was a very dark color, I think 2 coats should be enough. Meanwhile, let's start the first coat on this one. Make sure you get the edges. Back for the second coat in 10 minutes. While you wait, it's always a good idea to wipe off your nozzle. You don't want any accidents on your next time. You're painting something in a little extra, blobs or dots. Alrighty, so time for the second coat. Let's begin. Well, let me shake the can first. Okay, let's begin. Now that I learned that it sprays really thick, we went a little faster. Okay, we will wait 10 minutes to see what the end product looks like. So 5 minutes in, this is what it's looking like. Okay, so it's not the smoothest laying paint I've seen. I guess that might be the primer part in it, but we did need the primer for this. You don't want to be coming off. For cosmetic equality, I'm gonna put one more layer because even though it's pretty even, the same effect everywhere, might be the primer. But I'm gonna just do one more layer for cosmetic purposes, see if it could look even out even nicer. But like I said, I do need the primer, and most of the black's gonna be hidden though. So take note of this if you wanna just do a primer and then maybe sand it and paint it after. Just a regular slick one, because that might be the primer showing through. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not the smoothest. Real quick one, the battery's about to die. This is going to be the outside, on the edge. And alright. Ooh, says I have a minute left. Alright. So before the final part, the next part begins, it says dry to touch in 20 minutes, but I'm going to let it go to lunch an hour and come back for the next part. So about an hour and a half. And not happy with this spray paint. Can you tell it's all grainy? I don't like that. It is somewhat shiny, and I know they can make it shiny with the clear coat, but I'm gonna try something else first. I'm gonna try a duplicate color. Though this is not shiny, I'll make it shiny with the clear coat. But I really don't want it grainy, so let's try this first. I coated this on each, see how that affects it. Alright, let's coat it with a paint of this one. Oh yeah, this kind of stuff like this. More controllable. Oh man, that is a lot nicer. That came out way nicer, y'all. Let's check it out. Just with one coat of that, it became so much more evener. You see it? It ain't as grainy. You see that? Way big difference. So I guess it was the primer part of the other one. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes since it's fast drying and give it one more coat of that one, and then we're gonna continue. And I'll just depend on the clear coat to make it as shiny as I want. Yeah, but this is not bad. This is like satin. But yeah, I'm liking it better than being all grainy. Alright, let's give everything a second coat. So much more smoother, guys. Again, don't forget the tip. The tip, get it? Don't forget the tip I gave you. That's what she said. And yeah, let's go look at this. That is even right there. The graininess went away. But I guess I'll use it as a primer somewhat on the rest of the pieces. Maybe two coats of that, and then 2 coats of this. That way you don't have to go gray and then worry about extra 3 or 4 blacks. Yeah, that's what it is. Man, yeah, it ain't as shiny as I want it. It's more of a satin, but with the clear coat, it'll change that. Okay, so let me show you, actually, since it's fast drying, let me give this 20 minutes and we'll continue with the next step. As I mentioned, my time is short, so we'll give this 5 minutes. I'll speed it up a little. On low. Alright, 5 minutes and we'll continue. So for the next step, we're gonna layer it up a silver coat, but we're gonna do it on this paper first. If you saw my other video, I do the marbles a bigger bag because the profile on this is so small. I'm thinking something like this would be more adequate for the patterns that I want to make. Take it for 2 minutes, put it onto this. I'll link this one in the description. Yeah, and if you don't want to use the first primer paint and use a second black after, get another black after or a separate primer. But I'll still link it in the description. It's up to you guys. But yeah, the next step will be this one, and you need to make sure it's a silver for best effect. And you're basically just gonna scrumble it up, right? And then what you're gonna do is just paint the pattern on it like this. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to pick it up though. Should I put it on the right? Yeah, I can spread. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Crumple it up. Check it out. Are you guys with you? And I really need this to stand up. And just continue the pattern. When you're around here, one that doesn't fall, please. Sure, it's crunchy, it's crunchy. Get the top gonna be visible too. Let me get a better block now. You can scrunch it up a little differently. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, that's to my liking right there. So this one is set. And you only do one coat of this, obviously. We'll let it set for about 15 minutes. So basically, when I'm done with all of them, maybe 3 more minutes, and then I can start the next process. I feel like the video is getting long, so that's basically what I'm going to do with the rest of the pieces. I don't want the video to be like 2 hours long. So that's the second piece. I love it too. I love it too. I guess I'll record a little of the big pieces for y'all. There we go. This is how I want them. So much glare, but there's a lot of glare on the camera. I don't know if it's been not on my view, but I don't know if you guys can tell. That's exactly how I want them. Now we're actually going to begin the best process yet. Alright, next process to actually make it a candy. You know, it's going to be transparent over solar. We're gonna use Crime and stained glass. This is for staining glass, but it's transparent. The best one I found locally for the price was this. I already tested it. I think my last previous video was testing it. See if it was gonna be good. So a link in the description. Okay, shake it for 2 minutes. Can you guys see? Or should I just give you an example of those two? You'll get a better view. I think I should. Alright, let's do it this way so you guys just get a better view. And right there. Alright, let's begin. And this is going to take a lot of coats, by the way. It says light coats, very light coats, or just light coats, fast light coats. It's going to take about 5 coats, but the application that I want, the darkness that I want, is going to take 6 or 7. So here goes the process. I meant to move my arm there, I don't know what happened. But now, I'm going to make the rest a little darker to make up for it. That's more than we recommended last time, but I have tested it a little more, so. Okay. The one on the bottom. You want to just give it a 3 light coat because these are super light. Now, because I overdid it right here, I'm gonna paint the rest accordingly. If you know what I mean, I'm gonna come somewhat skip this and keep on going. Let me see if I guess let me show you guys what it looks like so far. This is basically about 2 coats. Supposed to go lighter, but since I had tested it and it doesn't run, trying to save time too. Except this was excessive right there. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Remember that? I mean, even now it looks nice, but you know I'm trying to go for a richer blue. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, and I apply another coat, another 2 light coats together. By the way, this stuff I only wait about 1 minute between coats, but since I went a little extra thick, I waited about 2 minutes. So let's go with the other one. Alright, we'll wait another 2 minutes. But it's looking nice already, man. Okay, so third coat, but basically like 6 coats since I'm going like a regular coat instead of light coats. But go light coats if you're new to this. So this would technically be like my third, like my 6th coat, except I'm going basically double coat. Don't risk running it, you know. Need a little more on the edge. Alright. You want but I could tell you some more right here. I put time. Oh, I forgot that's gonna be way under, nobody's gonna see it. Oh, this is how this one's going. So this one is a little bit darker. I'm gonna coat this and they'll be about the same. Alright, final coat, and I think the next one will match the color I'm trying to get. Yeah, alright, let's get. Let's have a look at it before it dries. By the way, I ordered another one. I haven't used it yet. This still feels 40% full, even though I've used it on other projects and tested it off camera and other stuff too. So it's actually somehow it feels like it gives you more than what it says. There it goes. Super nice, man. That is way better than 200 times better than factory. Man, I love that. I can't wait to see. Oh yeah, I can show you all the other pieces, right? So there we go. Now we'll let it dry and come back. 3 minutes in the dry process. It's kind of nice that from one angle it looks light, the others look dark. But then you flip it and this looks light and then that looks dark. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Well, there's a garage paint job. You can find micro specs here and there. But like I said, it's a garage flow job. I need the garage open. The wind's blowing stuff in. But that's not gonna be at all noticeable when you're actually in the dash like that. So that's gonna be cool. Nice. All right. Yeah. So we'll come back when they are fully dry. I'm gonna actually make a second video. It's just not good for videos to be this long, and on my editing software and everything too. But yeah, see you in part 2.